I didn't want to do Q&A because I wanted to get this up and just talk with you, but there's a question right in front of me that I wanted to answer. And it says, Dear Dr. Morse, my son has a friend who is on dialysis and needs a kidney. Notice how much is involved there? How many people have kidney problems? Almost every one of you do, whether you're aware of it or not. Once you get your kidneys filtering, you're well on your way to regenerating that kidney. You're eating the alkaline chemistry that does it, the regenerative side of chemistry. You're getting away from acidosis, you're getting filtration, you're opening up your lymphatic system and hydrating your body, and that as well. When you're talking about hydrating your body, what are you talking about? You have cells and fluids. What are you hydrating? Fluids. So you have to understand to keep going back to the body, cells and the two fluids that take care of them. Water comes in as the universal solvent. What can I come in here and help? So understanding acidosis and how the body responds to that will show you about a list of diseases that long. And it's simply your body's response to acidosis. Just location, location, location. So when you have chemotherapy dispersed to you, you've just now increased acidosis. Same with radiation. You've just now increased your battle against acidosis and acids, but the problem is hotter acids now than you've been battling. Hotter acids, 2 or less pH instead of 3 pH. That's 10 times hotter, and in some cases up to 50 times hotter. You see why the percentage of success isn't there? And that those that survive this are friggin' lucky, and then, of course, down the road they get the blowbacks and half of them die. Just important, and our group become awake, and we don't fall into some of these traps. And that we help mankind to understand they've been in a big trap. And we're opening all the trap doors now. Come out of the trap. So he still hasn't found a match. So when you have somebody give up a kidney, and this is vital for everybody to understand, each kidney you have, unless you were thrown in a third one, some do, but each can, and even sometimes that third kidney is vital. Each kidney you have is vital to you. Vital to you. This emotional, oh, I saved this guy by giving him a kidney, you got to realize that's what they use to bring down the human race. You can repair and rebuild your kidneys. You don't need to steal someone else's kidney. Because remember, each kidney controls lymph drainage from each side of the body. Which kidney are you going to give up? That means that side of your body is prone now for tumors and decay and atrophy and everything else, because you've lost your eliminative channel on that side. I've had them come into my office with legs like elephant legs from the removal of kidneys. You can't remove the sewer system or any part of it without serious consequences. Now we're seeing with all the tonsil removals, all the serious tumors and crap around the head and throat area. This is serious stuff. Before it was, oh, we'll just remove them and I'll take care of them, you're good. And look, we really are great people for doing it for you. Well, what that did was put a whole world of humans into serious troubles. And now we have to work out of that, and we can. Thank God that we have two sides of chemistry, and we can go to the other side and go, I'm home again. I love you. You don't hurt me. And that's the base side of chemistry. And the food that you want to eat is base or alkaline ash forming foods. Those are predominantly fruits, berries, melons, and vegetables. Basically almost everything else is acid ash. Except milks. But if they're pasteurized, of course they're acid ash. But milks are not in the order of things after age 2. And for me, what I see now with the babies, age 1. Because now the lymph systems are already in serious trouble. So my son offered to give him one of his, but they didn't match. Thank God to your son. Either. What can be done for him? Regeneration of his friggin' kidney. Go after that. Acids do not regenerate anything. You give your son, and this is the vomitous thing about this. And even naturopaths around the world have fallen into this trap. This boy needs high protein. That'll make him lose his kidneys 1,000 times faster. That's the reason we lost our kidneys, is the protein side of life. It's been the biggest lie perpetrated ever, is protein. Look at the serious trouble athletes get into that pump high protein diets. If you're a football player and you've got stamina and you've got true vitality, you're not going to retire in your 30s or early 40s. Because you can take a licking and keep on ticking. And it's just about regeneration. And the body does it naturally when you eat properly. Your body's always cleaning and repairing itself naturally. But when you eat acid ash foods, you're in the corrosive side of chemistry now. You've moved yourself from the healing health side to the corrosive breakdown side, the pain, the swelling. No matter what label you put on that, no matter whether it's a viral environment, which is a protein, look up viruses, proteins, and there's only one way to be successful, because all the herpes that are out there right now, there's only one way to be successful, and that is detoxification. It isn't our word, it's nature's word. And detoxification is the hydration and the rebuilding and filtration of the kidneys, the rebuilding of the gut, all of these things, the fixing of the 4 phases of our chemical factory, our chemical processing factory known as the human body: digestion, absorption, utilization, adrenals and parathyroid, and then proper elimination, metabolitic, kidneys, skin, or any other hole is going to be used. So, my word, and this is from Natalie, you get that young man to rebuild his kidney. You've got herbs and you've got diet, foods that are alkaline, which rebuild. So you've got those 2 things that are essential to going after this young man. And I would go after the adrenal glands on top, since that is essential to proper kidney performance and proper lymphatic performance. So you've got at least 3 things, and I would be I'd go after this young man full bore. Because taking somebody else's kidney isn't what you think it is. And when you give up one kidney that controls the lymph system on one side of your body, what did that one side of your body going to do now? Serious complications can take place here. It isn't candy. And if you want to save this young man's life, then he needs to learn how to get his whole body well. Because if his kidneys are down, what else is down in him? His lymphatic system, majorly. And they don't know how to look at the eyes. They always boo-hoo anything they don't understand. Of course, that's a natural way of them. But looking at his eye would be an excellent thing, because just because his creatinine might be soaring the moon doesn't mean he has a decayed kidney. You know, he might not have a decayed kidney. He might have a fairly healthy kidney. Even if it has decay, you can rebuild these kidneys all the way down to 10% function. Of course you can. And that's what this is about. To have fun and rebuild each other and help us to get healthy bodies again. You young people are too young to go through these things like this. So I love you guys. And I got this picture. This is a man I met in Disney World. I hope he's doing well. He was dealing with leukemia, spleen and bone marrow. You've got to go in and make these tissues healthy again. Well, how do you make tissues healthy again? Well, let's say I want to make my liver healthy. All right? What's my liver? A bunch of cells. Oh, and the cells have spaces in between them, and those spaces are what? Full of blood and lymph. And so how do I get to them? I got to go through the blood, but I got to get that lymph hydrated. I got to get that fatty stuff out of there. I got to get the acids out of there before it breaks down and I'm diagnosed with hepatitis or something like that. So I got to go to my kidneys. I've got to get my kidneys filtering. I need to see sewage in my kidneys. I need to see sewage in my kidneys. Someone was asking me, but I think we've got it to you now. Small print here, but this is the university in Canada that discovered the importance of neurological diabetes. And Toronto scientists, cure disease in mice. Toronto scientists, this was in the National Post, Tom Blackwell. It says, in a discovery that has stunned even those behind it, scientists at a Toronto hospital say they have proof the body's nervous system helps trigger diabetes. You know, this is the sort of science and research you want. This was, to me, a Nobel Peace Prize. Toronto Hospital, congratulations. This is a Nobel Peace Prize right here. Because what it does for the rest of the world that is concerned about regeneration, that we're not just going to the pancreas and going after the islets or the beta cells, we're going after the nervous system that controls that. I'm a little upset I didn't think of that myself because I try to think about everything and how everything works. But you can apply that neurological weakness to everything. And which system would it be? It would be the autonomic, right? Right. The solar plexus and stomach is the brain. The adrenals are the neurotransmitters. And goes right up into the communication back of the cerebellum, right into the central nervous system. And picks up the optic nerves. Everything is geared to that. So when the adrenals are down, what else goes down with them? Utilization of chemistry, sexual issues, utilization of chemistry, your steroids, your anti-inflammatories, your neurotransmitters for your autonomic nervous system. So your blood pressure either goes low because of a weakness or because of pressure in the kidneys, they go high. Remember, when you have your blood pressure taken, top number systolic, adrenal glands, cardiac punch, right? Bottom number, diastolic. What does that represent? Kidney function. Anything below 50, you got serious, or 55, you got serious kidney weakness. Anything above, say, 70, you've got inflammation. You've got acidosis going on, swelling. And that's easy to fix. All that's easy to fix. And how many people have been on high blood pressure medication all their lives? Everything is fixable when you simply understand what side of chemistry man has been living on. The wrong side. Simply get on the other side. Start eating foods that are electrical and chemical both. Eating dead cooked foods serves no reason. Everybody's bitching about having no energy, and yet they're eating everything cooked. There's no energy in anything cooked. You just dissipated the electromagnetic energy out of it. So you have no energetic hit with you. That's why living food, that's why when you bump up on your vegetables, wow. And then you bump up even higher on your fruit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fun stuff. Yeah, it's self-discipline required. Maybe that we should stamp that on our website. Boom, self-discipline required. But, listen, a little self-discipline brings you into consciousness. Because somebody's got to control yourself. Who's going to do it? If you can't control yourself, who is? And a lot of you are controlled by everybody else but yourself. And I'd be taking that back if I was you. Because it don't matter. Who cares what anybody thinks out here? You can't have others take you on your journey because you'll be back on the journey until you learn how to take your own journey. It's the way of the creation. Each and every one of you are responsible for your own actions and your own journey, no matter who you pull with you. Maybe you have a great love, male or female, children, doesn't matter. You're on this journey alone. You're just interfacing with other created manifestations of God. Remember, creation is nothing more than God manifesting in form. And with that, I love you all dearly. Oh, incredible. Our dear athlete. Isn't that incredible? If anybody's proving this, Natalie's proving this, how you can be an athlete on Raw. I'm saying, how can you not be? Because you have so much energy, you have so much endurance. You see her video? Yeah. That's the future of man, right there. And you guys are the future.